Chindi Varadarajulu is my guest here on We Connect. And take it from me, she's quite a lady. Chindi, now we were talking about you coming back, you've opened this resort. Let me hear a little bit about it. Would you say that because it is positioned so superbly where our road divides to take your way to Pondicherry, would you think that that's one of the reasons for the apparent success of this place?
I don't think so.
Or it's you? It's you, is it?
I think it's everything there. I think, me and my team and my partner, what we have put in it, our dreams, our passion, it's full of love. Every stone, as they say, every ingredient, everything is chosen really, really carefully.
Right. And the name of your restaurant?
It's called Latitude 49.
Okay.
Now, Latitude 49 is actually the parallel of Vancouver.
Oh,
so it's a little bit of a tribute to
where you
home,
come from, really. Yes.
Yeah. And it's also a parallel that actually goes around most of the world. And since we're serving global cuisine, I thought it'll be a little bit apt. But I've also spelled it with an extra T for attitude.
Okay, for the attitude that you obviously displayed. Now, in Canada, you were serving South Indian food to a Canadian clientele.
Yeah.
Here in India, in Chennai, Mamallapuram, you are serving now global cuisine to an Indian clientele, right? How is it going down? What's the sort of cuisine when you talk about global? Just how global is global?
We have a big section, Asian section.
Okay.
My favorite food is South Indian. And after that is Asian, Chinese, Malaysian. So we do have a very popular Asian section. It's doing really well. We have some Malaysian, some Thai, some Singapore food. Stuff that I grew up with and stuff that I totally missed that when I went to Vancouver. And we have some different continental, as we call it, things that I learned in Vancouver, how to make certain things, how to do that. We also are very particular about the freshness of our food. And I think that's also another reason for success. And also, different items, even though you would still get your regular biryanis, you can't go without biryanis.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
And stuff like that, and your dal and your naan and stuff like that, tandoori items. We also, and that's, for the die-hard people who want their comfort food. We also have a lot of different things on the menu that people are not sure about. They may not have heard about it or tasted it. And we've introduced that. So there's a lot of people who are very excited. They have taken to our concept really well. We've had great reviews. People are responding really well. We have lots of regulars coming back. Right. So it has been really, really great.
Now you talked about Malaysian and Singaporean and Chinese. This is authentic, or how in India in many places we get the Indianized version of Chinese food or the Indianized version of some of the Southeast Asian
it's not Indianized, definitely.
Great.
Now we also have ingredients that I'm surprised at how many ingredients I can get actually in Chennai now. But there's stuff that you can't get, and we do import things from Singapore. I'm growing my own spices that you can't find here, or it's too expensive, or it's very seasonal. So we actually have a little garden growing with the stuff that we need. As authentic as I think it is, according to my taste. Some people would say that it's not. But, when you take a sambar, there's so many different ways of making it.
True.
So for me, it is authentic. We definitely don't Indianize anything, as you say.
And you, in point of fact, live out there at your restaurant, at your resort itself, don't you?
No, I live in Mamallapuram.
Okay, that's not far from where you're
it's about a kilometer away.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, if I had a crystal ball, when I look in there, where do I see you next? Is there a next? What's the next step?
Oh, there's lots of next.
Really? Tell me.
So much.
I'm so excited.
There's so much.
Tell me.
We want to expand. In Chennai, we want to do a lot more. Definitely want to explore different angles of Latitude 49. This is just the start. There's a lot more to come.
Okay, I'm going to go back to what I asked earlier, and I think I interrupted you, didn't get an answer. When opening your business in Canada, opening your business in India, are there parallels? Was it more difficult here?
It's definitely more difficult here.
Bureaucracy or what?
Yeah, exactly that.
Is it?
The red tape, the bureaucracy, so many hoops we had to get through, but everything, even the building process, everything. I can open a restaurant, get all my licenses, everything done in a day, in an afternoon. And
really?
I got it, yeah, done. Here it's taken
how long?
Way longer.
How long would it take? Many months?
Many months.
Oh, then the way you're saying that, it means it's probably taken all of 1 year or more.
Yeah, it has.
Or more.
Just to get everything done, and people have asked me if I've got frustrated and all of that. I have to say that I've loved every minute of it. No regrets. If I had to do it all over again, I would. And I have to say that I have a wonderful partner behind me who has helped me take care of all of this. So
I was going to say, probably because you had a South Indian partner with you, it took care of all the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, and they, they're from the Mamala group of hotels.
Right.
They have the experience. They've been here forever. They know how, and all of that frustrations has been, I didn't even have to look at it, and I was protected from it almost.
Right.
I just got to do the fun part.
Lucky you.
I know, totally.
Really lucky you. Now, you do have plans to open other places eventually as you go along.
We do.
Do you think that this whole global cuisine thing is a good way to go forward, or would you rather at some point in time specialize in only Singaporean, maybe only Malaysian, maybe only Chinese? What do you think?
Sure, we could go that. We are actually looking at different concepts like that as well. Now it's all it's all evolving as it evolves, and life and food and everything that you do has to evolve and keep on changing. I think specializing in Singapore Malaysian food or specializing in Pan-Asian food would really do well, and I think that it's way more palatable to the Indians than any other food. With the spices and all of that lightness that we have with the South Indian food.
Right. One simple question, Chindi. When you have clients come in, do you find that they're willing to try something new, or do they really stick with what they know, or perhaps just go for something that they might have tasted on some trip to Southeast Asia?
There are some people who are very adventurous, and there's some people who are not.
Right.
Now, then there's some people in the middle, and it's interesting when I speak to them or when I explain to them and we give them trial, they try it and they're very excited about it.
Okay.
We put it on our buffet. We have weekend buffets, and we try to put something new there every day, and people try it, and then you realize they love it because we keep topping it up. That's the only thing that keeps going.
Right.
So I think people are getting a lot more adventurous. People are traveling more, or their children have traveled, or their friends have traveled, and they talk about each other's food, and they do try a lot of other stuff as well.
I don't know about your food, Chindi, but I will say that they probably end up loving you, and I would like to say I'd like to say thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
I
it was
really
a pleasure.
do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have time for here on Reconnect. And don't forget to keep watching. This is that weekend show on which you'll always meet somebody who's interesting, somebody who's fascinating, like my guest here today. And I do believe somebody who always has a story to tell us. And so until the next time, you take care. Bye for now.